That is a very pertinent question to ask as we start the stream session. Hello, friends and neighbors. Did we overbuild this team? Did we create a Death Star by accident? Okay, maybe not by accident. It was certainly by intention that we went out and got Max Kepler and Seiya Suzuki, but Ryo Ota coming back, Takao Okuma doing as well as he has, Yuki Sato finding another gear in his arsenal. Like, holy smokes, he's batting and getting on base and slugging better than ever before. And now, as it turns out, Isamu Fukuda has taken over and left while we wait for Kepler to return. And he's decided to tear the cover off the ball. So we'll see how that works. In terms of where we sit overall, I mean, 4-game win streak, 11.5 up on Seibu. Magic number is 8. And Thad Ward's coming back in a week. Max Kepler should be back in time for the postseason. We're going to sim every game until we sim the games once that magic number reaches 2 or 1. Because I got a little celebratory thing to show on screen when we actually do clinch ourselves a title. Okay, so Thad's lost a little bit of stuff thanks to that elbow injury, but he's still very competent as our number 2 starter. Like having him in for the postseason. We're changing up the offense a little bit. Daichi Suzuki is going to draw in at second, with Takao Okuma drawing in at short, at least for now. We'll see how that goes. Let's go back to the pennant chase. The magic number hits 2. 19-3, we clobber the Bears. Oh, man. Ota with his 20th home run of the season. That makes it a 2020 season for our third baseman. Kurebayashi with his 5th of the season. Masataka Yoshida going with a 4-hit day. Dei Suzuki with a 3-hit day. Oh man, when it works, it works. And Isamu Fukuda is continuing to score runs. Daichi Suzuki with a 2-hit day. Okay, so let's see if like this may be how we go into the postseason with Daichi at second. Magic number is 4. Magic number is 3. And now we're playing Seibu, so if we can keep the hot streak up and we can win one of those next 2 games... we lost 6-2, okay. Number stays 3. And good on the Hanshin Tigers for figuring their stuff out and making a playoff push. Eagles hanging around in the conversation. The Hawks are at risk of losing their playoff berth. That seems to be theirs by birthright. After we play the Lions, we have a bunch of here and there games. I'd love to win the pennant at home. I'd also love for the game to not freeze on me. We've already exceeded our win total from last year, I kid you not. Okay, there it is. Magic number is 1. Kepler back in 3 days. Or Kepler back in 2 weeks. Ward back in 3 days. So let's get into our first game we streamed this session. Shoyama on the bump against Yosuke Ikeda. 3rd round pick from the 2023 draft. This is his 4th start in the bigs. Daiichi. We'll keep Daiichi there. We'll see if we eventually need to bring in Kashiwabara. We have clinched a playoff berth. We got the Zed. But if we win this, the pennant is ours, and then I can rest some of our studs so they can take a break. Make sure they're healthy going into the off-season, or into the postseason. Fukuda, man, like, where is this coming from? And we're going with the extra offense today. Yuma Tongu behind the plate. So we may be leaning on that pitch to contact button a little more, just to make sure that Koyama can let our defense do the hard work. Seibu does lead in the season series, as Genda gets aboard with a leadoff single. Let's go corners in. That pitch, pull the runner. If we win this, we do tie the season series, though. Let's switch it up to double play depth. Rocket it into the right field gap. Base hit. That will be a triple for Shohei Suzuki. Still nobody out. Something would be nice. Not that. Come on, get there, Fukuda. Nice. Good throw. Is that going to make it? No. So, we've spotted the Lions too. Right out the chute. I'm going to get off the pitch to contact button because clearly that's not working anymore. Oh, sliding grab by Fukuda there. Omar Reyes now lines this one up the middle for a base hit. Mike Young now. Full count. Inside ball 4. We are going to have a chat with Kyoyama. First pitch swing, Aaron Ackerman. Fly ball, center field, Sato's there. Okay. Bit of a rough start, but we can recover from this. Yuki Sato into the gap. That almost cleared the fence. He's going to be on his horse and running. A leadoff triple for Yuki Sato. That's his 7th this season. Let's take a couple pitches here. See if we can. Squeeze bunt is down. Sato's going to come home to score. Okuma out at first. So we scrape out a run.
Strike 3.
Masataka Yoshida out on a strikeout. Zuki out stringing. So we pull back within 1. Koyama needs to settle down. That'll be a good start. Wataru Takagi. And Daichi Suzuki fills the gap. Sosuke Genda led this game off with a single, will instead fly out to center field. Much better. Ota lines one past Genda, so we have our leadoff man aboard for the second straight inning. Daiichi Suzuki lofts this one right to the third baseman. Kurebayashi now. Ooh, he gets plunked. We're going to have to plunk one of their guys. Retribution. Like, we haven't done that yet. A hot hand, Isamu Fukuda.
Strike 3.
Will go down swinging. Hongu now lofts this one to left field, playable, and played. You know, we're gonna hit a batter that actually is meaningful. Not gonna just plunk Shohei Suzuki. Walk today. Hold the runner at first. On the ground, 6-4-3 double play. Shift on McClanahan here. Popped up, left side of the infield. Ota calls for it. Makes the play. Back to the top of the order now for the Buffs here in the bottom of the third. That ball was leapt all over by Yomar Reyes. Genda with a easy play. We're quickly down 2 away. Yoshida's going to loft this one past Tonosaki and into right field. 2-out base hit. Seiya Suzuki, 3-0 count. Rolled on the ground. They will get the play at first. They're taking a pitch there, buddy. Yomar Reyes lofts this one to center field. Yuki Sato tracking it and makes the play. Mike Young now, 1-2 hole. Down on strikes. A lot of pull hitters in this Seibu lineup, but as long as we keep shifting, we should be okay. Tongu, or Kurebayashi makes it look easy. Fly ball from Ota, right to Shohei Suzuki. Nothing doing there. Daiichi Suzuki now. And we miss Kepler. Past Tonosaki into right field for a base hit. Kurebayashi plunked again. That's 2 hit by pitches, and it's both Kurebayashi, right? Yeah. We got to do something about that next inning. Fukuda rolls this one on the ground. They get the lead runner. Oh man, 1-6-3 double play. That stinks. Yeah, we're going to plunk him. You hit our guys, we hit your guys. That's an atrocious bunt. One from Genda. Tongu up throwing, can't make the play. Let's go corners in instead. Check the bunt here, full count. Popped into left field, base hit. Fukuda up throwing, not in time to run will score. And Genda's been eating our lunch today. Double play depth, hold the runner. Maybe it's just Kyoyama? Okay, so at least we got out of the inning. 73 pitches through 5. Come on, offense. You can do this. Clinch the pennant at home. Not force the matter. And let's hope we don't face these Lions in the postseason. Sato puts a charge into this one. They did not expect that. 1 out double. Okuma will take his base. With this speed, you know we're doing a hit and run. On the ground, past the third baseman into the left field corner. Sato is around to score. Here comes Okuma. And Masataka Yoshida's 1 out double has tied the game. Seiya Suzuki now goes the other way. Falls in for a base hit. Yoshida is going to try and score, and he's in there with a sliding dive. Just can't quit on this lineup. Oh, that's not Mike Young, that's Mike Yorg. Odd name. Daiichi Suzuki lofts this one to center field. Nothing doing. So let's get someone set up. I trust McGarry. See if Kyoyama can get through this inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Here's Ackerman. Also down on strikes. Tonosaki, the 0-2. Strikes out the side, Kyoyama. And at 85 pitches, I think we're going to go to McGarry for this one. Gary, then Fujimoto, then Hernandez, I think. We'll see how it goes. Ideally, we pot a couple more runs.
Strike 3.
They plunk Fukuda. Okay, this is getting chippy. Fukuda's off and running. Oh, thinks about it. Tongu strikes out. Fukuda off and running, and Ackerman not able to make the play. Past the first baseman, that's an RBI chance right there. Fukuda will come in and score standing. Yuki Sato with an insurance hit. And a homer away from a you-know-whatski. Right. Seth McGarry comes in to try and seal the deal. He's been pitching quite well.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3 on a fastball. Genda lofts this one to left field. Fukuda on the run. Makes the play. Shohei Suzuki now. The 1-0 lined right to Okuma. McGarry's at 7 pitches. I'm going to ride McGarry for a little bit longer. Be nice to see Seiya get something outside the infield.
Say.
Infield single, that barely cleared the catcher. They're shifting on Ota. They're thinking double play depth. I'm thinking bunt. They plunk Suzuki. Man, what is up with the Lions? They're just plunking us left, right, and center. Kurebayashi pops it up behind the bag. Ackerman makes the play. Let's keep McGarry out there, but let's also warm up Tamo Fujimoto in case he runs into trouble. 1-2 to Asamura.
Strike 3.
Down on strikes. McClanahan now, the full count. Called strike 3. Yomar Reyes lofts this one into right field. Seiya Suzuki is there. Okay, we got the top of the ninth. Fujimoto's going to take that. We got to start thinking about defensive subs for next inning. Sanchez we're not going to put in. So Kashiwabara will come in and play short, so he's going to replace Daiichi. Ishiura good at either outfield position? Not really. Yeah, I honestly think we've got our best outfielders out there already. Kuda. Leadoff walk, low ball 4. Okay, they're thinking he's going to run. Make Miyagiwa work a little bit. Full count. Tongu on the ground, 6-4-3. Bah. Sato, 0-2 hole. And it's Yasuaki Yamasaki coming in to try and seal the deal. Flares this one to the gap. It won't be a cycle, but it will be a 4-hit day for the Buffalo center fielder. Okuma rolls this one on the ground. Yasuaki makes a play. Hamo Fujimoto comes in to try and close this one out. We'll also see Yonatoshi Kashiwabara come in to play short, moving Okuma to second.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss on a full count. You can feel it in the air, can't you? Full count again from Fujimoto. Call! Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pinch hitter, Tomoya Mori. The 1-0 from Fujimoto. Lined into right field. That's going to go. A pinch hit, 2-out home run. And the Lions are within 1. The 1-0 to Takagi. On the ground, Kashiwabara to first. And the Buffaloes have done what was previously unthinkable. I am going to be clipping that, don't worry. For the first time in 23 years, for the first time since the teams merged, the Oryx Buffaloes are Pacific League champions. So with that in mind, who's near a milestone that we can't afford to bench? Actually, you know what? Think about this. Let's play through another week. Ward should be ready to come back soon. I want to see Seiya Suzuki get to 30 home runs. That Ward will be on a rehab stint. Ryoto Kita with a rare home run. Iwazaki gets out of a jam. Yamamoto, his 17th win of the year. Okay, so Justin Wilson is going to be unavailable for the next 3 days. Wow, the Giants came back in a hurry. That doesn't bode well for the Hanshin Tigers trying to seal the deal. Eagles are making a play for that third playoff spot. Marines aren't officially out of it yet, but they're getting there. Not worth signing. Aoki got released from the Fighters? Wow. Yu Darvish, broken. Ward has not gotten into a game yet. I'm just hoping nobody gets injured before we make our way into the postseason. Ah, good. Ward got in a game. Guys, it might be Kyoyama who heads down at this point. Tako Okuma. Mild calf strain for 5 days. So let's, we can afford to bench him. So we're going to see Yonetoshi Kashiwabara get some starts in at second, or at shortstop. Okuda is still hanging in there with a hot stick. Alright, what's our home finale? 25th. I have to look. Is this the best season the Oryx Buffaloes have ever had? Oh man, the Lions are starting to struggle. They may actually bomb out of the postseason at this pace. Fighters are hanging in tough. Chiba will at least avoid finishing in with the expansion teams. Max Kepler ready to come back off the IL, so he's going to go on a rehab stint. Well, minors are done. That forces our hand a bit. So, Ita is going to be demoted. Kepler will rejoin the lineup. And I guess we'll bring Thad Ward back after Miyagi makes his last start of the season against the Eagles. Ooh, Miyagi got knocked around a bit. So it's a question of who is going to be our fifth starter between Kyoyama and Miyagi. Kyoyama fit 4.78. Miyagi fit 4.98. I hate to say it, but I think Miyagi is on his way down. Problem is, out of the relievers, who do we send down? Not McGarry. Might actually be Justin Wilson, yeah. So, Justin heads down. Thad Ward comes back up. Joining for the playoff push, the Wunderkind, Kaoru Higashi. We're going to play through the last game of the season because that's probably going to be a Thad Ward start. Suguru Iwazaki, 45 saves. I just noticed that. Holy smokes. And it looks like Daichi Suzuki has cooled off again, so let's move his fourth start. Let's move Okuma back to second base. There's our hands crew. Seiya, 30 home runs. Kepler, 21 home runs. Unfortunately, we fall into fourth overall, so I think that means we miss that that goal. I mean, we still improved, but play 500 ball. Ha! A lot of games going on still. Fighters are on the outside looking in, but they've won 7 in a row. We've lost 3 in a row, so not the great... Ah, there we go. We got our win, and we just booted the Fighters out of the postseason. Julian Fernandez picking up the win. Suguru Iwazaki is 46th save of the season. Daichi Suzuki breaking out of his slump. Clearly he wants to be back in the lineup. Now it's Kashiwabara who's got snowflakes. Okay, so Okuma back to short. Daichi will take over at second. The fourth playoff spot is still up for grabs between the Lions and the Eagles. I have a clear favorite, and it's the Hawks, for once. Because if you look at the team by team, or team versus team, we have a losing record against the Hawks, or the Eagles, an even record against the Lions, a 15-5 record against the Hawks. We really beat up on the expansion teams. So as long as the Eagles don't make it in, I feel confident about our postseason chances. So we're going to play this game. Thad Ward on the bump. No holds barred against Spirit. We're not resting any regulars. They all in here. Let's go. Beautiful day in Okinawa, isn't it? We will be keeping an eye on the other games going on. In particular, we want to watch Lions versus Eagles, Marines versus Hawks, because those two have playoff implications. Okuma lofts this one to center, and it... oh no. Takayama has a bloop out of his glove. Poor guy. Oh, they pitched us out. Okuma's dead meat. Seemed like too big of a crowd. Seiya Suzuki now. Lofted behind the bag. Cabbage makes the play. So Thad Ward making his second start of the season. Go to work against the Spirit lineup. Hoping that elbow's good.
Strike three.
Takamoto Yaoita lofts this one to center field. Sato tracking it. Diving play. Trey Cabbage down looking on a cutter. I think he's better, folks. Kepler pops this one into right field. Playable. Play is made. Ota should not have swung into that 3-0 pitch. Hey, 2020 season, not going to complain. Okuma 40 stolen bases, Yuki Sato 43. No wonder Yoshida and Seiya Suzuki have north of 100 RBIs. Look at who they've been getting on base in front of them. Kotaro Kiyomiya now. Ward issues a leadoff walk. Go corners in, make sure that there's no bunt attempt. Fouled off. So with that taken care of, let's go to double play depth. The 2-2 from Ward. On the ground, 5-4, 3 double play. Here's Tyler Frost now. Sky to right field. Seiya Suzuki's going to watch this one go. Well, I'm considering this a tune-up game, really. Barrios knocks this one to the wall. So it's the foreign players who are helping the spirit out. 2 out double for Edgar Barrios. 3-1 to Taisei Makihara. Inside ball 4. 2-2 to Sakamoto, who threw out a runner early. Bye-bye on a slider. Kurebayashi goes deep. Over the head of the left fielder. He's just going to watch this one settle into his mitt. Kurebayashi into third with a leadoff triple. Yaoita just couldn't figure it out. Ali Sanchez attempts the sacrifice squeeze. Yuki Sato lofts this one into left field. Yaoito is able to make this play. Okuma now. Lined into left field, base hit. That's going into the corner. Okuma pulls up into second. The 2-out double. Yoshida launched right field and gone. Ha ha ha. Macho, his 29th of the season. Come on, man. We got to get you to 30. Seiya Suzuki to the deepest part of the park. And that one's gone.
Strike 3.
Kepler looks at strike 3. What's he done since he's come back from injury? 1 for his last 10. So, not the greatest, but he'll figure it out. Keiichi Takayama. To right field, Seiya Suzuki's there. Plenty of time. Hawks are getting worked over by the Marines. They could be out of a postseason spot at this point. Lions overtop the Eagles. So if those scores hold, it'll be a fun one. See who actually makes it out of the Pacific League's first round. Charging play by Okuma. Kurebayashi makes the play himself. We're through 3. Buffs ahead. 4-1. How's Ward doing pitch count? 40 through 3. See how long we can ride him. Ota gets into the hit parade. Beating up on our old friend Daiki Tajima here. Suzuki lofts this one. Not deep enough to advance. Oda off and running. Stolen base. 26 on the season now for the third baseman. Deep in the hole for the third baseman. Araki. Good play.
Strike 3.
Sanchez looks at strike 3. Okay, into the Kiyomiya shift.
Strike 3.
Down on strikes. Goodbye. Ward's been dealing today. Yuki Sato. My goodness. Like I said, did we build a Death Star here? Launched into the right field corner by Tyler Frost. Suzuki's going to be up throwing, though. Not in time. Pitch around Barrios here. On the ground, Kurebayashi makes the play. Lofts to Ward. "60 pitches through 4 innings. We're going to let Keisuke Izumi get warmed up pretty quickly. Feel like he's going to be needed at this point. See how far we can cruise. Sato with another hit. Man is irrepressible. Sato with a good jump. He's in there safe. The 2-2 to Okuma. Up the middle. Advances the runner. Masataka Yoshida now. Goes the other way. Deep into left field. That one is gone. 30 home runs for Masataka Yoshida. That chases Daiki Tajima from the game and gives us 2 30 home run hitters. That might actually move us up the leaderboards at this point.
Strike 3.
Here's Kepler now. He's going to lift this one to left. Yaoita has it bonk off his head. Kepler pulls into second with a 2-out error. Ota goes down swinging. So we're going to let Ward go for a little bit longer. He does tend to have a shorter hook just by dint of the fact that he's got a lower stamina. Popped up. Ota making the play. I at least want to get him through 5 innings before we move on. Punched into right field. That will drop for a base hit. Runner goes. Takayama with his second stolen base. Just focus on the guy at the plate, Ward. Will be your last inning. Let's give Keisuke Izumi warmed up. It's a shame that Ward's stamina went down. I mean, 75 pitches, decent, but I think we may have to go with an aggressive hook on him for at least for the postseason. We've got the bullpen of doom here.
Strike 3.
Kobayashi lifts this one into center field. Hit, 1 out. Wong Jun Kim coming out of the Kirin bullpen to face Ali Sanchez. Fly ball, Yaoita is there. Can't ask him to make 3 errors in one game. That'd be a little greedy. Dato launches this one, but Takayama is able to make the play. So, 75 pitches in his first start back, or he's still trying to ramp up. I'm okay with that. Thad Ward, heck of a game. Izumi lofts this one. That will fall in for a base hit. Be careful around Kiyomiya here.
Strike 3.
This kid was supposed to be the Japanese Babe Ruth. Finally getting full season of playtime with the Spirit and his OPS 102. Go double play depth. 1-1 to Araki. Fly ball center field. Sato covers. Tyler Frost now. Down on strikes. Good inning of work from Izumi. We're going to let him go another inning, I think. Actually, no, let's get Kaoru Higashi warmed up. Give the kid some low leverage experience in the majors. Yoshida, can he do it again? No, this one's going to fall short. No home run hat trick for Masataka Yoshida. Seiya's got warning track power at the moment. Edgar Barrios. On the ground, Daichi Suzuki makes the play. Akihara pops this one up. Kurebayashi and Sanchez are arguing for it. Sanchez gets the play. Seishiro Sakamoto against Izumi. Fly ball center field, Yuki Sato tracking and makes the play. So Higashi will be getting the 8th and probably the 9th at this pace. Max Kepler now.
Strike 3.
Down on strikes. Hopefully he isn't snake bit going into the postseason. So, let's get our hands crew out. So, once again, Daichi Suzuki is going to be swapped out for Kashiwabara. All of our middle infielders are ice cold right now. We may actually have to put Ota back at second base at some point. Still play there, but ideally you want more range. Hopefully one of Suzuki, Fukuda, or Kashiwabara gets out of their slump. Kepler's defense and left is maxed out. Good, good. I don't think we have any other D subs, so let's plan. Kaoru Higashi. Going to be enjoying some low leverage innings here. Notches his first major league strikeout. Kashiwabara up throwing. Here's Cabbage again. Two strikeouts in his first inning of work. Not bad, Higashi. You got the 9th, buddy. We could have traded for Yuhei Takanashi. We didn't, but we could have. He's been their best pitcher.
Strike 3.
He gets Kurebayashi down.
Strike
And
3.
Sanchez. But not Sato. Sato's thinking of running. Take another pitch. Let's see if they're going to do a pitch out. One. Ball 4. Swing and a miss from Yoshida, but hey, it worked. On the ground, second baseman to first. And their closer gets injured on the last play of the game. Marines are working over the Hawks, so playoff implications aplenty. Gashi makes a great play on the comebacker. Popped up on the infield. Kashiwabata and Okuma argue over it. Okuma makes the play. The 2-2 from Higashi. Swing and a miss! Good work by the kid. Ward gets his first and only win of the season. Tsumi and Higashi, 2 scoreless innings of relief work. So with that, the Buffaloes finish the season at 94-46. There may be a 3-way tie for the final playoff spot. The Spirit and the Fighters have 1 game left. Oh, never mind. Yeah, the Eagles are in the playoff hunt too, I guess. How are they going to handle this? There is a 3-way tie for the 3rd and final playoff berth. You've got to be kidding me. So this is exciting. In the real NPB, there aren't tiebreakers, but we will have 2. Eagles and the Hawks will play each other, with the winner going on to host the Fighters. So the Cebu Lions secured 2nd, barely. Giants win the pennant over in the Central League. Tigers and Bay Stars will play in the first round. We will face the winner of the first round ourselves. Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks knock off the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles thanks to a 3-run outburst in the 8th. Yuki Yanagita's 2-run double puts the Hawks ahead to stay. Hard luck loss for the Eagles. They were doing so good. Like Yu Suzuki, who we traded to them, and I think either the Mogi or the Matsui deal, did really well. Which means in the second tiebreaker, the Hawks walk it off. Umino with a sacrifice fly to score Sato, and that's all she wrote. So the Hawks hang on for dear life, win 2 tiebreakers, and will punch their ticket into the playoff race. Thank goodness we're saving. So we are going to cap this session off a little early, like I said. In order to simulate the real-world 1-game head start of the second round, the Climax Series final stage, I will need to basically save scum until both top seeds have won Game 1. I'll also fudge it a bit by probably starting Kyoyama in there. Oh, wow. Home run champion, Seiya Suzuki. Yamamoto leading the league in wins with 18, ERA with 2, but not strikeouts. Who led the Pacific League in Ks? Shota Imanaga. Wow. Good work, Shota. Hey, remember this guy? He was the first-round draft pick that everyone fought over. 9-9 for the Dragons. Strikeouts aplenty, so he suddenly turned into someone good. Let's see, did the... Okay, I'm gonna have to return some of these guys. From being on loan. I don't like the fact that, I just lost... Oh, Tomiyama's here! Okay, so I don't know what's going on with the minor league thing, but we've got some studs coming out of the pen now. In Honda, Tomiyama, Kyoyama. And we will see Kaoru Higashi stick around. Okay. So, Hawks versus Lions. Baystars versus Tigers. Masataka Yoshida wins the batting title, batting .353 on the year. Okay, so the Lions host all 3 games. I'm honestly hoping the Hawks win because we have a much better versus record. In 13 innings, Hamada with a walk-off single wins it for the Lions. And that's a sweep. The Lions will be moving on to face the Buffaloes in a rematch of last year's first round. Yes, I am worried. Meanwhile, in the other first stage, Tigers sweep the Baystars. So it will be Tokyo or Tokyo suburbs versus both the Kansai teams in the final stage. I need to make sure that we don't have anyone on loan. Miyazaki League team. Look it, that's good. Okay, so let's mess with this a little bit. Let's bench Ward, Yamamoto, Kakibara, Tomiyama. All for 1 day each. Wow, we slipped a 5th on home runs? That stinks. And now we're just gonna have to save scum until we get the win. So I think now's as good a time as any to wrap it up. No need for you to watch me save scumming my way through until we get our 1 seed advantage. So thanks for joining me on a Sunday. I'll be streaming the final stage and maybe the whole playoffs on Wednesday. Looking forward to having you join me then. Until next time, Firage, take us out.